Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
I get it. You can hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm technical trainer. Okay, so before we begin the training part, just I would like to know your names and your qualification. You have any work experience? Okay, the technologies that you're familiar with. Can you just start anyone? Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Giddar. Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. Satyanarayana,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this is Sachin Arana.
Yeah.
I have around 10 years of experience on Java JDU technologies.
Okay.
I'm
You have 10 years of experience. I can't hear you.
as a complete full stack developer with the latest technology, what's trends are going on currently now. Yeah, that's the reason I
I
have
can't
attended
I can't
session.
hear the full sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have around 10 plus years of experience on Java JDU technologies. Currently, I'm
Okay.
working as a full stack Java developer, but
Mm-hmm.
not much actually. It's a basic
Mm-hmm.
level.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to know in depth what full stack Java developing currently, what trends are going on currently. So I
Which
just wanted
version
to
of
know.
Java
That
are you
is the
familiar
reason
with?
I'm attending the
Yeah, Satyanarayana.
Java
Which
8
one?
version.
Java 8 version.
Java 8.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. That's it
Yeah.
from my
Thank
side.
you. Okay, thank you. Next.
Hello, this is Ayappa. I did my master's in CS. I have 2 years of work experience in IT industry.
Okay,
I am familiar with Java.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Great. Next.
Hello,
Hi.
this is Dharani Rasaputra, and I'm currently pursuing my master's in computer and information science.
Mm-hmm.
I have no work experience.
Yeah.
I would like to start my career as a Java developer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Next.
Uh, Hello, uh, Harita
Hi.
this side. Uh, I have work experience of 5 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
So I have experience in Java 8.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to know more about front end as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to attend full stack.
You worked on any projects, Java
Yeah,
projects?
yeah. I have been
Okay.
working since 5 years on Java
Mm-hmm.
project.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Okay, next. No. Others.
Hi. Hi, sir. This is Srikant.
Hi, Shrikant.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Sir, I previously worked in Capgemini as a consultant,
Mm-hmm.
Java backend developer, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have around 5 years of experience. Previously, I entered in Capgemini with 4 years experience, and There I worked 1 year, so I resigned. So I want to learn,
Mhm.
like I want to learn again the things didn't got early in Capgemini. So
Okay.
starting again the course.
Okay. Next.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I am Lasya. Previously, I have 4 years of experience in QA and recently have done with my master's. So
Mhm.
I want to be as a Java developer. So I'm
Okay.
interested.
Thank you. Next. Next. Pranay, Rajesh, Jahnavi.
Hello.
Hi, Bhargavi.
Yeah, hi. So this is Bhargavi. So I was working in Amazon, but in a non-technical role. So
Mhm.
I've been working since 2 years,
Mhm.
and I don't have any technical experience. And also, I pursued my graduation in civil engineering, so I don't have any knowledge in coding and programming and coding and all. I want to change my domain to software
Okay.
side.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Hi, sir. This is Pranay. So I
Hi,
just
Pranay.
completed my master's. So I was looking forward to learn about Java full stack development. So I have no experience back.
Okay. Thank you. Next.
Yeah, hi, I'm Rajesh.
Hi, Rajesh.
Recently I completed my master's.
Mhm.
I have 2 years of experience back in India
Mhm.
related to SQL, and I'm looking forward to learn Java.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. Anybody else? Avinash?
Hi, sir. This is Shahnavi.
Hi,
Uh,
Jahnavi.
yeah, I have 1 year of experience as a front-end developer in India,
Mhm.
and I have done my master's in Indiana Tech.
Mhm.
Like, I want to learn on Java as of now. I have knowledge on front-end.
Okay. So, have you used any frameworks, UI frameworks like Angular or React?
No, just I
No.
have the basic idea of JavaScript.
HTML, CSS,
Yeah,
JavaScript.
and mostly worked on WordPress
Mhm.
in the company.
Yeah. Next.
Hey, hi there. This is Avinash.
Hi,
So,
Avinash.
yeah, I recently graduated from Masters in Computer Science,
Mhm.
and also like I recently got a job as a full stack developer in
Mhm.
Cognizant.
Mhm.
So, I want to build a strong foundation in Java and technologies like Spring Boot and Angular.
Mhm.
So, and even also I'm new to Java, so this class will help me learn to step a confident in handling the real-time projects.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Next. think everyone completed, right? Anybody else?
I am here. Hi, sir.
Yeah.
This is Funny.
Hi, fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I completed my graduation in RVR and JC Engineering College,
Mhm.
Computer Science Engineering, and I have
Okay.
2 years of experience in full stack.
Mhm.
Like I had done in like almost 120 websites
Yeah.
in PHP, WordPress, and them with Python, and also I have some in React too. But right now I want to learn about Java.
You know React as well, right?
Yeah,
React
but
UI
not
framework.
but I just used in some of them. Like
Mhm.
I worked for 1 year in startup
Mhm.
company.
Mhm.
So we need to learn everything and we need to do everything. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's how.
Next. Okay. Yeah. Everyone completed, right? Anybody else? Mohan?
Hey, hi. My name is Mohan, and I recently did my master's in information systems. I have got no experience, any previous experience in IT, so I want to begin my career with full stack developer. That's-
Yeah. Okay. So we are a team of you know, um, people with a different level of expertise. Some of us has experience. Uh, some of you don't have any experience. Want to start from scratch, right? Zero. Want to start from zero. Anyhow, we are going to begin, okay, from scratch. Okay, fundamentals of programming. Okay, first we discuss fundamentals of programming, which helps us to build a logical piece of code. Okay, and more practice is required. So, because if you solve more problems, you get more. Okay, you understand, and you'll be more confident in solving problems. The programming is simply solving problems. To solve problem, what we need to know, what is that work we have to do before we try to solve a problem. Okay, what is the approach we need to follow? What are the professional practices to solve any problem? We are going to learn computer language. computer language, all computer languages have same characteristics compared to any spoken language. I can say there is no difference between a spoken language and computer language. Objective is to communicate. There is nothing other than communication. If I speak English or if I write code, right? Is there anything other than communication? So how can we improve language skills? You might have got some suggestions how to improve spoken language skills, right? People say, no, I want to improve English language skills. So people suggest read English, write English, talk about it, take a topic, discuss. Okay, if there are any mistakes, correct them, and again try. Okay, read, write, speak. To learn a computer language, so I suggest to do the same. I have 14 plus years of experience in training. Okay. Suppose if I want to learn a language, start from ABC of the language. Right? Fundamentals are very, very important. To start learning any language, we start from alphabet, then words, sentence, paragraph, and we follow some rules to frame a sentence. There are some rules, set of rules we call grammar. I can show same thing in any programming language. We have alphabets in programming language also. Like we have some symbols there and words we use, operators, instructions, functions. And to write instruction, we need to follow rules. That rule, okay, that we call it as syntax. Syntax we should follow. That is equal to grammar in spoken language. In spoken language, we write some paragraphs. Here we write a function where we have a group of statements. Right. We need to write a logical sequence of instructions in order to perform intended operation. When we want to build a logical piece of code, then before we write, understanding problem, figuring out steps to solve the problem. And while writing code, following coding standards. Very, very important. Okay. Naming is also very important. Naming will help everyone to understand what we are doing. More than a decade back, people used to check quality of code in terms of time complexity, space complexity. Right? You might have heard this, right? Yes, sir. Some of you might have heard, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Time complexity and space complexity. Time complexity is the amount of time it takes to run the program. Space complexity is the amount of space that program needs to complete the task. Okay. There are uh, these two uh, these two factors to check quality of code. Nowadays, to check quality of code, it is different because space complexity, most of the people don't care. Memory is getting cheaper. Am I correct? Memory is it costly nowadays? Mobiles have more memories, more RAM than computer. Am I correct? Yes. And the processor speed is increasing, right? It's not decreasing. If there is a problem with the hardware, we can replace it with a better one. Correct. If there's a problem with the software, it is difficult to replace it with better one. Why? Because it is completely logical work. A lot of things happen, so many things integrated. There are different pieces of code running together, already tested. It's working. If you make small change, and we have to ensure that it is working, add a new feature, ensure that all the existing features also working, means that should not disturb the existing code. So replacing hardware component is easy, but replacing software is not easy. Space complexity. If there is not enough space, we can change memory device. If my machine speed is not enough to run program, I can buy a new computer with more powers, right? More capabilities, more hardware capabilities. It will do it. Nowadays, to check quality of code, I'm not talking about Java, okay, C, C++, Python, or any other technology. This is something that every programmer, when they use any technology, they should consider and follow while writing code. Okay. First thing is readability. Professional developers, first priority is to write readable code. How to make code highly readable? How to make code highly readable? Let me tell you how it helps. If the code is readable, then it is understandable. If it is understandable, it is changeable. If it is changeable, it is maintainable. If it is maintainable, I can use it for, I can use it for long time. It begins from, readability. Suppose if it is not readable, it is not understandable. If I can't understand code, how do I know where should I change? I don't. If I can't change, I cannot add a new feature. I cannot remove, I cannot modify, I can't do anything. If I can't do anything, I have something which, I can't do anything with that. Like I cannot improve it. So what is the use of that? Nowadays, requirements are changing. Business requirements are changing every 3 months, 6 months. Okay. There are a lot of changes happening. People may ask to add new feature. Most of the people think, "No, I'll develop a software. I may not work on that software I may move to some other company. It is someone's headache to fix the problem if there is any problem. No. We have to remember that if we move from one place to another place, we will be working on someone else's code. Am I correct? And so many people think that we are writing code for a machine to execute. It is wrong. We are writing code for our colleagues to understand and work with that. If I write code, machine will anyhow execute. Okay. But we have to remember that I am writing code for my colleague to understand. My juniors, my seniors, my peers, all of them should be able to understand code and they should be able to work. If someone says, if my junior says, I don't understand the code, that is author's problem. If I am the author of the program, then it is I failed to communicate with my junior, my colleagues. We are using a language. Our objective is to communicate. When communication is not happening, everything is happening, but communication is not happening. There is no point of using the language. Simple. Yes, sir. Agree? Makes sense. Are we there?
Yes.
Yeah. So to become a professional programmer, we should follow all the good programming practices. Okay. From Hello World program, everyone should strictly follow the coding rules. Those who want to become a professional programmer, they should take care of these things. Suppose if I say readability, must write readable code. Try to make it readable by giving more meaningful, sensible, relevant names. How to write readable code? Okay. Anyhow, I'm going to show you what are the professional coding practices you can follow. Okay. Anyhow, when I start writing code, then I show you indentation. Okay, naming, following syntax. No need to worry about syntax because nowadays we have some tools which will generate structural code. We have two things I can say: structural code and logical code. Structural code, IDEs are helping us to generate structural code. Logical code, no IDE will develop. We have to write code. So first we prepare structure of the program and then we add some logic to structure and we run it. Okay, the structure of the program, we'll see all those things practically. Before that, just want to discuss and to help you understand few things, few important things. Let me ask you a simple question. Okay, familiar question. Okay. You can try to answer this. What is program? What is a computer program? You can try. You can say in your own words. What is computer program?
It is nothing but it can only be written in alphabets and numbers. It's
Okay.
only read by machine.
Okay. Yeah, anybody else? Yeah. It's a simple question, right? Familiar question. Right? What is there in a computer program? What is computer program?
It is a set of instructions given to a computer to perform certain tasks.
Yeah. Okay. See my screen now. Program is a combination of data and instructions. Even Hello World program also has data and instructions. Hello World message, that is data. And we are using some statement like system.out.println, which is instruction in Java. In C we use printf, in C++ we use cout, in Python we use print. Instructions are different, but data will be same. Any program from Hello World program, you write any complex or simple program, it is simply set of data, elements, and instructions, right? So, what is programming? Programming is an activity involves some steps to solve the program. Okay, there are some steps to solve any programming problems. Okay. So first step is we need to understand the problem state. First, understand problem statement. Okay. There will be some problem statement given. Okay, there are different, what is that problem state, what we have to do. So then we have to think about how we have to solve the problem. Okay. Second step is prepare steps to solve the problem. Okay, figure out steps. Steps to solve the problem. So just steps. You're not solving it, just you have some idea. Okay. Steps to solve the problem. And then third step is we need to prepare code according to steps. prepare code according to steps. And then we have to check whether the program is working or not. Run it and check out. I'm not going to give you steps which are given in SDLC, software development life cycle. You have more steps there. Okay. So we are going to start with very simple problems. Okay. From scratch, we are going to start. At least, okay, if we can follow these steps, it'll be good. Understand problem statement, prepare steps to solve problem. For first two steps, we don't need any computer knowledge. We don't need a machine. Okay. In software development life cycle, software engineering terminology. Okay, analyst will collect all the requirements from clients. Okay. And analyst will try to understand all the requirements given by the client. So understanding problem. Okay. And then prepare steps to solve problem. We don't need any computer to complete first two steps. It involves a lot of mental work, not machine work. Actually, machine work will begin after mental work. So many people think that if there is any problem, we immediately need a machine to solve. No. We don't need machine immediately to solve problem. We need a machine after completing first two steps. Understand the problem statement and prepare some steps to solve the problem. Prepare steps mean you're getting some general steps. Okay, I want to do this action first, and then second, then I want to do something else. Then third, I want to do this. Then I want to do that, something like that. You have to figure out. And when we believe that it works, it may work, may not work, but we should have some steps before we make some. After completing first two steps, then we need a computer, and person must be familiar with any one of programming languages, C, C++, Java, Python, Ruby, any language. No problem. But to write code, a person must be familiar with the syntax rules, what is the structure of the program, and where we have to write code, how we have to write code, what are the rules to write instruction. Then computer work will begin here, preparing code and then check, run it and check whether it is working or not. So first we have to define and then design and develop and then debug. Define, design, develop and debug. So if we can follow these steps, it's easy. It may take some time for a beginner, may take some time, taking extra time, beginning stage, not a problem. And next thing is programmer must follow Okay, must know what are the good characteristics of a program. How to write better programs. This is not about a particular technology I'm talking about. See, I follow some rules while writing C program, C++ program, Java program, Python program, or any other language. Okay. There are something very common and very important in every technology. Programmer must write code that should have these characteristics. Okay, first one is okay, step 0. It should be correct code. First one, it should be correct. Okay, second one should be readable. Expert says readable. Okay, making code readable is 80% of program. First step is readability. First, anyone wants to work on any software, any program. So readability is where okay they begin. If it is readable, then they can do something else. If it is not readable, no one can do anything. Okay. First one, it should be readable. Second one, it should be changeable. It should allow me to change. A program should welcome changes. It should not reject changes. If it is rejecting every change, it is a bad way of writing code. If it is accepting every new feature, then working correctly without disturbing the previously developed functionality, then there is no problem, then it is changeable code. You may have questions how to write changeable code, how to write readable code. You are going to see okay in the upcoming sessions. Okay, you will know. Next one is testable code. It should be readable, changeable, testable. Testable means I suppose assume I have some software already running where there are 10 modules. I want to add a new module to the existing software. So when I want to add a new module, a new feature. So easy thing for me is testing the new one and adding it to existing. I don't need to test everything. Suppose if there are any problems, okay. So I need to sometimes people need to test everything. Whatever we have added previously, already tested code, we need to test again. Because we added something new that may disturb the other pieces of code. So it depends on how we have written code. Okay, we have to write code in such a way that we should have independent pieces of functionality. So one piece of functionality should not disturb other pieces of functionalities. When I run it, all should work together. Okay, code is testable only when we develop independent pieces of functionality. They are independent, but they communicate when we run software. Okay, they share data, they share functionality, and they work together. They should work together. Okay, here most important thing is you can say readable. Readability, changeability, testability. This is not about Java, okay, C, C++, Python. even program is not working. Suppose if someone write code, if it is not working, if it is readable, yes, people can fix the problem easily. Bug fixing will be easy. If it is readable, there are so many advantages. Okay. Those who work on that, they will know how readability helps other people to work with the code. People will be happy to work on code. It is readable. While writing code, experts say that we should remember one thing. Okay. While writing code, any programmer, they should remember one point. They should keep in mind one point, that is, we are not writing code for a machine, we are writing code for humans. Then definitely software will be better one. And you will try to make it much better. You can develop better software. If programmer is thinking that I'm writing code, machine will execute it, but I'm writing code for my colleague to understand. Most of the people write code for machines. No, we are writing code for machine to understand, that is fine. But my colleagues should understand my code. This will help when you start working practically. So some of you're experienced, right? So you try to understand code written by someone. Yes or no? You might have worked on existing projects. You might have seen how others have written code. Yes or no? If it is difficult for you to understand, it is difficult for us to do anything. There are other programming rules, coding rules. I'm going to talk about. We'll see all those things. Okay. You can install Java on your machine. If you have already installed, it's okay. You can install JDK 17 version. Okay. You can use JDK 8 also. There are some stable versions. Not every version is a stable version. You can use 8, JDK 8, JDK 11, JDK 17. Okay, if you have not installed Java on your machine, you can install JDK 17 version. Okay, you can install it from official website, or there are a lot of other internet sources to download JDK 17 and install it. Okay. For Windows users, all of you are using Windows?
Yes.
I'm using Windows machine.
I
So,
got Mac.
You got Mac. Okay. You know, how to download, or have you installed already?
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to use software tools to start working on Java. First one is JDK 17. Install JDK 17. Link is there in chat box for Windows. Windows people can use this link to download JDK 17. And we are going to use Eclipse IDE, Integrated Development Environment, to develop code and to run code. Okay.
Can we use another IDE also? Anything?
Yeah, you
Only.
can use any other IDE also. You can use VS Code, you can use
Yeah, VS Code.
NetBeans.
Okay.
But Eclipse, most of the people use Eclipse. Okay, there are many plugins also for Eclipse compared to any other IDE. So no problem if you are comfortable to use any other IDE, no problem. For Eclipse, I'm going to share another link to download Eclipse. You can download Eclipse. The second link is for Eclipse. There is no installation. It is going to download a zip file. You can extract it. Just move it from downloads to any other directory. Just extract it. You will find application file to start Eclipse. No installation. Okay. If you download it from the given link there in chat box. First one you need to download and install. Second one you need to download and extract. Tomorrow we'll discuss, we will start with Java.
Same timing.
Yeah, same timing.
So every weekend, 1 hour.
Pardon? The schedule will be shared by the team. So next meeting we'll we'll start Java. In this training, there is no much of theory. Okay, we discuss key points with respect to the topic, and then we start writing code. Okay, suppose if we can discuss history of Java, like all those things, but that is of no use, right? If I know history of Java, how it will help me to solve problems by writing code. Theory part, okay, I'm not going to spend so much time, but definitely we need to understand key points with respect to the topic, and those are related to the practical work. Okay, if it is relevant to, if there's a theory relevant to practical, then that will definitely help. Okay, if there is theory which is not related to practical, will not help. For example, history of Java. How history of Java will help me to write better programs? No. Right. So when to use for loop? For example, someone asked when to use for loop. When to use for loop, we discuss a scenario where this is how it is working. That is something related to practical, even it is a theory, but related to practical. So that will help us to understand better, and we can write code. Okay. So we discuss key points with respect to the topic, and then directly jump to writing code. Before that, we take a problem statement, try to understand problem statement, and then how to write structure of, how to prepare structure of the code. We don't need to really worry about preparing code structure. Nowadays we have very powerful tools to prepare structure without any errors. Then we can add some logical code and run it. Okay, so we'll see all those things. We start from scratch. Okay, operators basics first. Maybe 3-4 days we talk about basics of programming, and then we see object-oriented programming, and then exploring API functional programming. So step by step we have to do it. If you have any questions before we wind up today's meeting, let me know if you have any questions.
Sir, like the next class is going to be on Monday.
Yeah. Correct.
Sir, is there any offline classes?
Offline,
Like previously, I took online. So I'm to take off. That is why I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, other team
Currently,
members will let you know opportunity to attend offline. Okay.
thank
Yeah. Your name?
Srikanth.
Srikanth. Okay. Yeah. Next. Anybody else have any questions?
Sir, like, can you let us know about the blueprint of the program? Like, how is it exactly going to work for the 3-month schedule?
Okay, content, right? The topics that we are going to
Yes.
see. Let
Yes,
me tell
sir.
you the not in detail, but let me tell you. First, we start with the fundamentals of programming. Okay, fundamentals of programming, then object-oriented programming. It is all Java. Okay, fundamentals of programming through Java, object-oriented programming using Java. Okay, in Java, exploring API. Okay, and then functional programming in Java. These are 4 parts. Okay, 4 parts of the Java technology, and then database, how to interact with database. Okay, Spring Boot, you will learn as a middleware of any project. Then UI technology, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, It'll be easy. HTML, CSS, JavaScript we discuss, and then React. How to use React. So in full stack, we need to understand end-to-end development, like front end to back end, and there's a middleware. Middleware technology is Spring Boot, which will be connecting back end and front end. So back end there will be database, open source database, MySQL database we use. And front end, after discussion of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, we use React.js. Okay, so all these, like, there are other combination, like Python full stack. There will be Python is the middleware, and front end back end remains same. Okay, so there are alternates for even back end, front end, and middleware also. In Java full stack, we have this combination. Okay, MySQL as a back end, middleware technology is Spring Boot. To understand Spring Boot, Java knowledge is required. So that is the reason why we are starting with Java. To understand React, HTML, CSS, JavaScript knowledge is required before we begin React. So we discuss first these three: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then we discuss React. These are the things we are going to cover. So you have any questions? Yes. Clear?
And also one doubt, sir, like if we couldn't make for the class, will there be any video recording of it
The recording will
provided in the link?
be provided, I think. Okay. Recording is going on, so
Got it, sir.
yeah. Next.
So recording will be provided, sir, because if anytime emergency we miss the class, so that it will be useful.
Yeah. The other team member will let you know. They will
Share.
tell you. Okay, they will share. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so they will confirm how it happens. Okay. Because I don't have access to the recorded server location or recorded files. I don't have access. Other team is taking care of it, so they will take care. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, and one more last question, like what all the contents which we are dealing with Java, all the like we have told 4 segments which are dealing with Java, Spring Boot, and everything. So all these contents would be good enough to deal with a full stack developer, sir?
Yeah. To
I
develop,
think I shared the
there is
PPT link.
Okay.
Once seen chart, open that link, you can see what sir will be teaching clearly, blueprint, each topic.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Have any questions, any doubts? Okay, we'll stop for the day. Continue next meeting. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
See you in the next meeting.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.